Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good wherever you are. Hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome back to JTALK on OCR, Orange County Radio. We have no guests today, but we do have the answer machine. That's right, we put that question out to many people out there in Los Santos, in Blaine County, Sandy Shores, Paleto Bay, Rotswood, the San Andreas area. We asked you, hey, do you have a question that we can answer for you? If so, send it in. So we got a few calls. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. But first, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Following adverts brought to you by the Grape City Tourism Commission. From our vast sprawling farms to our small city towns, we got everything anyone could need. Grapeseed. Stay out of grapeseed.
And we're back. All right, let's go with our first question. We have, let's go ahead and play here.
Well, how you doing? Nice to be on jTALK here. Listen, my name's Roscoe Payne, and I work in construction all my life, and I need your advice on how to deal with one of the co-workers of mine, Ricky. That boy's got something else going on in his brain, or what's left of it. I mean, every damn day I just want to knock his lights out. I need some help figuring out how to deal with that boy. I mean, you ought to listen to some of the things that he's done. This boy has 14 different baby mamas going on in his life. And every time, he gets a little comeuppance every now and then. At least 3 of them come up to the gate at work to have to deal with his ass during the day. I mean, what kind of worker is that?
Well, that's definitely something. Dealing with people in your life, especially coworkers, it's tough business because you gotta stay professional on the job. You gotta, keep level-headed. My situations with dealing with similar things with people who, just push your buttons, or people who just constantly do things that just irk you. It's best to just kind of no matter what they do, what they say to you, just kind of keep it to the side, at least while you're at work. Worst comes to worst, if you have to go to a boss, to HR or something, get handled that way. Now, 14 baby mamas, I don't think I could I don't have any advice for that. Besides, you know what? No, we're not going to address the baby mama deal. All right, next question we have right here.
What's up, man? It's Blake Rogers, man. I just want to ask you what your favorite type of pasta was, man. It's nuts.
Favorite kind of pasta? Well, Mr. Rogers, thank you for calling in. My favorite kind of pasta is angel hair pasta. It's very versatile. I use it in many of my creations. It comes across real, it's very thin. It works well. I use it in everything, especially spaghetti. All right, next question here. What we got?
Oh my gosh, hi. I need some help with a little romantic problem. So, I went on a date, and we went up to the top of the Maze Bank Tower, and oh my gosh, it was so beautiful out. But and we were on our date, and it was going super well, and we were near the edge, and the guy I went on the date with, he's like, man, I really just want to push you right now. I was like, what? And he's like, oh, I want to kiss you right now. Oh my gosh. And I don't know, it kind of freaked me out. But then I don't know, it just got really awkward. And so we both just went home. And now he won't talk to me anymore. I'm just trying to go on another date with him. And I need your advice. Can you please help me out?
Okay, so there is slip of the tongue, things happen. You say things that you don't mean to say just because it's a similar word. I myself sometimes have a speech impediment and things don't come out the same, but also push is a bit much, especially on top of a building, to confuse with kiss. Also, why were you on top of the Maze Bank building? That's just not a good place to be on a date, unless you are pushing someone off. Anyways, personally, I think there are many more less pushy people out there in the sea. And you could probably do better. That's just my personal opinion. I've Been on my fair share of bad dates, but the right one won't have you questioning things. That's the best way to put it. All right. Let's go to our next question here.
Hey, I'm Ken Kramer. Yeah, I was just wondering why the sky's blue. Like, I look up at it, well, and then like, and then at night it gets dark. I understand that because like the sun goes away, but like, does it also stay blue at night, or is that just like I don't understand?
Well, Ken, that'd be a question for a scientist, but it's mostly due to sunlight scattering through the atmosphere. Different wavelengths and stuff of the UV rays. Think about the prism effect of light going through the atmosphere. Blue is the color we perceive. There's a fancy word for it. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Let me think. Let me look on my phone real quick. Rayleigh scattering, I believe. Yes, that sounds about right. Yeah, so that's what causes the sky to be blue. Thank you for your question. Let's see what we got next here.
Hey, it's me, Mo Man. I got a question. Have you ever heard voices in your head that was like, kind of like you, but evil, and then telling you what to do? Yeah. And also, did you know you can plant potatoes in dirt? That's crazy. I got potatoes growing out of my dirt. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Moment, I didn't call you, Moment, but yes, I did know you could plant potatoes in dirt. As for the voices, that's a tough one there, man. I suggest going to a doctor or consulting a professional. If you're hearing evil voices, that's definitely you should definitely seek professional help on that. I don't believe I can help you with that. I do hope the best for you though. Okay. Okay, on to our next question here.
What up, dog? This is Jerome here, and I just moved up to the county from Los Santos. Trying to get away from like the gang area and stuff, bro. And I don't know. I'm just trying to make it in life, and had a hard time like finding work and a place to live up here. Like, but I ended up with a job at like Larry's RV and stuff, bro. And I don't know. I'm just trying to like figure out what to do with my life, bro. I mean, like, I'm trying to make more friends, but like I don't know what I'm doing or like what I need help with. Like, you got any like life advice for me, bro? I mean, like any way to improve my career and like my family and friends and stuff, bro? I mean, like any, whatever you do, like, I think it would help, or like listen to like somebody like super awesome like you, like jTALK, bro. It's my favorite radio show, bro.
Well, thank you for calling in. First off, it's people like you are keeping this radio show going. Life advice is tough sometimes, but what I would suggest for friendship, you're new to the area, just go about and check out the sites, look for events, go check out the local hangouts, the bars, the taverns, the restaurants. Just find the groove. Look for events like dances or parades, barbecues. There's usually always something going on. As for what to do with one's life, I've learned over time that it starts with a hobby sometimes, but find something you love to do and pursue it. For me, this became photography. I started off doing wildlife photography. I went out and I did a bunch of wildlife shots and did a bunch of nature shots out here in San Andreas and Los Santos, and then Blaine County area especially. When I finally figured out that it seems a lot more dangerous out here, and the most wildlife you're going to see is someone living in Sandy Shores. So that got me into taking crime scene photography. Sell it to the media, sell it to CNT, sell it to Weasel News. All the main people, they'll pay decent money for that. But my main love is always photography. which has now kind of grown into investigative journalism. You find one thing a hobby, and it can grow into a career if you nurture it. You can also find new loves along the way. But if you take care of yourself, and if you're happy, it's going to come across for your family, and your families don't see that you're happy. And in turn, they'll be happy. And a happy life makes everything else fall into place so much easier. Alright. We're going to the next question here.
Hello, citizen. It's Captain Hero. How are you? Hey, I was just wondering, why do bad guys do bad things? Like, why can't we all just be good? It's not really that hard. Like, I actually feel kind of nice, like saving the world and stuff. I know I saved a couple people's lives lately. Yeah. Why do bad people do bad stuff?
That's a hell of a question there, Captain Hero. Also, thank you for calling in. I've seen your work. You are something indeed. Why do people do bad things? That's a very good question, especially here in this county. Between local maniacs like Sophie Taylor, Chet Livingston, Homer Figel, and there's such a handful of people out there now who are just running amok. Got the Banana Man out there, Banana Kingpin. People do bad things for attention most of the time. They're not getting it from somewhere for someone, and this is their way to put the spotlight on them. A lot of times it's just the only thing they've known, you know? Their entire lives, that's all they've known is just crime. Could be depending where they grew up at. Could be, you know, the friends they made along the way. If you grow up in a rough side of town, it's very hard to escape that. You have to really force yourself to get out of there. I grew up, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of grew up with a silver spoon at times. But I was lucky enough to have a good mother who made me do a lot of charity work. And I got to see the different parts of the world and different people. And I saw the struggle, which made me want to do more. So it helped me with my volunteer work, my work with the refugees in Cayo. Life has a way of showing you the goodness in people. And every bad person has some goodness in them. They just have to find it. Okay. On to the next question.
What's up, dude? The name's Travis Turbo. Listen, bro. Like, me and my friend, bro. We got talked to by a cop, right? He's like, bro, you can't be smoking za up on the billbong board, bro. Like, we call it a billbong board because it's like a billboard, but like we're like ripping our bongs on it, dude. Anyways, we got a bucket truck because like the cop was like, you can't be up there, dude. And I was like, we're just trying to get high while high, bro. And then the cop was like, well, you just can't be up there because like if you fall, it could be bad, dude. And I was like, yeah, I get it, bro. So like we ended up getting this bucket truck with Willie. He's my other friend. Willie. And like, yeah, we rode around in this bucket truck, and then the cop got mad at us because like we were hanging around in the bucket truck. Like he was smoking up while the bucket was all the way up while I was driving, so Willie could smoke, and that way he could be like high while high. But like the cop got mad at us again, bro. I don't understand. Like, why can't we just get high while high, dude?
Was the question there, why can't I just get high? Why high? Let's replay the end of that there real quick.
Hi, dude. Bro. I don't understand. Like, why can't we just get high while high, dude?
Okay. In this specific situation, you can't get high while high because most likely you're gonna fall out of that bucket truck and die. So if you get high while high, you could die while high, that high. You feel me? Okay, I think we're gonna take another commercial break after this. I need a moment to find my brain. Blaine County, hotter than hell. If I need something, I know where I'm going. jTALK, where you can buy anything from a hammer to a goddamn gun. jTALK reopening soon. Welcome back to Blaine County. Alright, we're back with more jTALK and more of your questions and my answers, if I don't lose my head. Alright, and we're calling right here.
Hey there, how you doing? Listen, my name's Fletch Bobo, and I had a question about this radio show thing you got going on here, man. I seen the advertisement for it, and it's named jTALK. I mean, like, what kind of name is that? Is that like Jaywalk? I mean, like, is that the same thing? Cause like, I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, Jaywalk, jTALK. I mean, which one is you? What is it? I mean, you got any answer for like what the heck this thing is, man? If you do, I mean, I appreciate figuring out what the heck this is, man.
Well, Fletch, I thank you for calling in. I've met you a few times. You're a good man. The J in jTALK was for me, JStorm, and I'm talking. So it's a talk show. jTALK, because I'm JStorm. Just kind of roll off the tongue a little easier. Marketing and whatnot. It's not like jaywalking. It's not a crime, so you're good. It's just talk show, podcast, radio show. Don't worry, you're not gonna get anything in the mail that says you're in trouble for jTalking. All right, next one.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Dr. Lewis. I'm a professor at the local university, and I'm really nervous right now. But I've never done anything like this before on the radio. I often have issues, dealing with girls, and I'm trying to improve my life and like settle down and everything. And so like, how do I approach girls and like try to get a date? Can you help me with that? I'd be ever so grateful.
I honestly, the best thing I can tell you to do is what happened to me. So, the person I'm currently with, Charlie, I met her just randomly. Life is very random sometimes. I just happened to be sitting across from the hospital in Old Sandy, and she walked up to me. I was covering the end of, I believe, of a police chase there. She walked up and introduced herself to me. I introduced myself to her. And flashbulbs, like beautiful, just fireworks in the eyes, everything. I was like, wow, she's gorgeous. Later on the next day, there was an opening for a position for media to investigate something. And I had her number, so I gave her a call and invited her down to apply for it. And since then, we've had our ups and downs in this maddening world. But we are over a year and 4 months strong. Somewhere around there. Somewhere in that general direction. So, sometimes life just finds you. Sometimes you don't have to go looking, it will find you, and you'll know when. You'll know when it happens. I hope I answered your question, because honestly, I maybe just rambled for you. I apologize. Alright, next question.
Hi, my name is Toast Tornado. I was just wondering, like, I'm a big fan of milk. if you think about it, milk is kind of like the potato of liquids. You could do so much with it. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like the potato of liquid because you can make milkshakes, you can make batter out of it, you can just have it as milk. Like, there's nothing wrong with just having milk. But my question was, where does almond milk come from? Because I don't really understand, like, how does that work? I'm just curious, and I need to know.
That is a excellent question, Toast Tornado, if that is your real name. No offense. I'm not sure how old you are, but so almond milk it's a plant-based milk made from almonds. I don't think they milk the almond, but you know, to my knowledge, I assumed that they would. You know what? That's a fair question. Let's go together. All right, here we go. Where does almond milk come from? The general production method involves soaking and grinding almonds in excess of water. A milky white liquid is obtained after filtering the almond pulp. Almond milk can be made by adding water to almond butter. In commercial production, almond milk is... That's a big word. But yeah, it looks like they use a process of adding liquid to almonds and then basically grinding them out and getting all the juice out of them. Which is kind of weird, not gonna lie. Alright, let's hit the next one.
Hey, what's up? Listen, I got one of the greatest debate questions of all time for you. Do you like pineapple on your pizza, or are you like one of those people who just absolutely thinks it's an abomination to put pineapple on your pizza? Personally, I could go either way. Like, pizza's pretty good, but you know, some people don't like that, you know, and I get it. I totally get it and stuff, but you know, I just wanted to see what side of the debate you were on.
Okay, so I get this a lot. I've seen this a lot of places. Pizza's pizza. The toppings are what you want at the time. Sometimes I'm craving pineapple on pizza. A little Hawaiian. Pineapple, ham, bacon, stuff like that. It's okay to like pineapple on pizza. Alright? There's some days where I just want mushroom extra cheese. There's some days I want loaded pepperoni. It all depends on your mood. Pizza is the vehicle that brings food to the body. You can dress up however you want. That's my opinion. I'm sure others have other opinions, but that's my opinion personally. Alright, next question. Here we go.
Hey, it's Charlie. I just got a letter from our insurance. Apparently it's going up. Something to do with a grapeseed premium. I don't know how, but it's probably got something to do with that goddamn Chuck and Wilmer. Like, it's always their fault. They're always trying to get us out of money.
Sorry, that was... I don't know how they got mixed up in there. Well, let's move on to the next thing.
Hey, first time listener, first time caller. I was just wondering, how do you hang your toilet paper? Do you hang it over, or do you hang it under?
Well, myself, I do believe I'm an over guy, because I like to see where I'm pulling from. I don't want... you never know where you're just reaching under yourself and pulling... honestly, it doesn't really matter, but I'm pretty sure I'm an over guy. I could run the... Hold on. Yeah, I'm over guy. Okay. Alright, next question. We got this one here.
Hey man, it's me. I'm called back again. It's the pineapple pizza guy. Listen, I was kind of thinking about pizzas a little bit more after I asked the question, my pineapple question. But this is another pizza related question. Like, pizzas around. Some pizzas are square. And some pizzas are like weird rectangle shapes. But like why do round pizzas come in square boxes? Like, wouldn't it be more economical to put, a round pizza in a round box? Like, you think it, that what's kind of been bugging me a little bit as well. Like, I've been thinking about it a little bit, but, I don't know. Is it like a traditional thing, or is it just easier to make square boxes, or like what's going on there?
Well, that's a good question. As someone who once worked at a pizza place for a number of months, I would assume it's more just easier to do squared boxes rather than to make a round one. Because then you have to make a round lid, and I feel like the machineries are in place for the square boxes. Because really, it's just a rectangle piece of cardboard folded. You'd have to do cutouts and designs and whatnot for a circular one. As much as I would like to see it, it also is tradition. If you want to get a pizza, you want to get one that's square and it's normal, easier to move around. You know what to expect. I feel like circle may have a little more obstacles, I guess you would say. I'm sure if it fits somewhere smaller, but let's say you wanted like some sauce with your pizza. You got the corners there for extra sauce. And then plus, if you had extra like a large pizza, you had to actually make all those round sizes smaller and smaller. It's not the easiest process, but personally, I believe it's probably just because it's way more easy to do rectangles and fold them. Okay, we're getting to our last maybe 8 questions here. So let's see if we can knock them out. We'll speed rounds here. We'll see what happens. It probably won't be fast at all, honestly.
Hey, it's Maria. I was hoping that you'd be able to settle a debate between my friend and I. And so I was wondering if you would rather earn a penny for every step that you took or $1 every time that you jumped.
Ooh, I won't say every penny. I don't jump too much, but I definitely do a lot of walking. So I feel like that adds up a lot more than me jumping. That's a very good question. All right, let's try this one here.
My name's Ava, and I was wondering what your favorite dinosaur was.
Favorite dinosaur? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to go with a. It's gonna have to be Triceratops. I've always loved the way it looked. Very cool dinosaur.
Hey, I need some help. I was talking to my brother, and he was telling me that the world's gonna end, and I'm not ready for that. So, what would you say that I need to stock up on? Do I need to focus on food, or should I get weapons? Or what do you think that I need to focus on? Because I need to hurry up, apparently. So I'd appreciate the help.
No, I don't think the world's ending anytime soon. At least not in our lifetimes. But it doesn't help to not prepare for emergencies and whatnot. So canned foods are always good. In this county, in this state in general, weapons are always going to be handy. Things that will help you survive on your own. Plant a garden. If you feel like there could be bad weather, always have a storm shelter. Take care of you and yours. Just make sure you guys have food. I'd be more prepared for this crazy weather we've had lately. Like, we've had tornadoes recently. We haven't had tornadoes forever. Suddenly we've had a bunch. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Alright, next question.
Hey there, JStorm. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, name's Rosario. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Love the show, buddy. You're killing it. Yeah, so I got a relationship issue, and I was hoping you could give me some advice. You probably got a lot of experience with the ladies, being a famous radio talk show host and all that. Yeah, so anyways, I'm getting up there in age, I'll be 53 next month, and I'm starting to think about the future. I don't want to be alone at the end of it all, Problem is, I'm only attracted to the craziest women. I've been married 3 times to the same woman, and we keep getting divorced because, she's a blood-sucking gold digger, always wants to try to change me. You know how it goes. But anyways, I'm thinking about giving her another shot because, I still got a thing for her, even after all that. But then, there's this other woman, Linda. I never met anyone like her. She's beautiful, exotic. She likes me for who I am, but the problem is, she's even crazier than me, believe it or not. She's sort of obsessed with me. She stalked me a while back. It ended up with the cops getting involved. It was a whole thing. So what do you think I should do? Should I go back to the crazy ex or take a chance with this new crazy girl, Linda?
Well, Rosario, thank you for the kind words, by the way. Honestly, I would pick neither. It sounds like, and don't take this the wrong way, maybe a little soul searching, and it's time for a little soul searching for you. Start dating yourself. Figure out yourself at this point in time in your life. You don't want to just settle down with someone, because the way it sounds, I mean, it sounds like you just probably don't need either one of them. You've given your ex-wife multiple chances, and it's just not worked out for y'all. There's always going to be a love there, because that's one of your loves right there. Doesn't mean you should get back together. And Linda doesn't sound too much like an upgrade either. But I mean, maybe she's not exactly what you think she is. Maybe she's something different. But yeah, in the end, date yourself, find yourself, love yourself. True love will come to you. That's what I gotta say about that. Okay, next question.
Hey, but it's Maggie, and I was watching like a wild animal documentary on like Africa and stuff, and I was just thinking about it. And if you could ride a wild animal, what would it be?
If I could ride a wild animal, what would it be? Let's think. Maybe a hippopotamus. Maybe wild, but they can swim. They can go on land, and they be violent as hell. But I feel like they got a kind side to them, yeah. Yeah. All right. Question here.
You have a collect call from inmate
Oh.
84736 at Bolingbrook Penitentiary. Do you accept the charges?
Let's go to the next one. Luckily, we don't have to, we can't accept charges for something that's, a message. All right, next one.
Okay, so kind of maybe a crazy question, but like, if you ever met an alien and you could only ask it one question, what would it be?
Ooh. If I could ask an alien one question, assuming it would understand me, and assuming that I haven't already met one, it would probably be, why are you here? I guess that would be one question. But if I asked it, what's his favorite snack? And hopefully it doesn't say people. I don't know. If it's a one question to ask an alien. You know what? What's your name? What's your name? All right. This might be the last one right here.
Okay, so it's not really a question. I have a little bit of a misconnection, and maybe you could help me out. I was going around Sandy the other day, and I saw a guy over near the Yellow Jack, and he was in like overalls and a crazy colored hat, and he was carrying around like this big bag of nuts, and he was such a gentleman, and I didn't catch his name, and I am hoping to reconnect with him. So I don't know. Here's my shot. But yeah, my name's Brittany. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I actually know that man. I'm not going to guess, but also we'll say, I want to thank our new sponsor, Willie's Nuts. Willie has the best tasting nuts around, so make sure you try them out. But that's been all for jTALK for the Q&A for tonight. Thank everyone for tuning in. Thanks for all the questions, all the call-ins. And until next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now.